Good morning, student. I, Dr. Fanibhushan Sharma, today taken very important topic: methods of voltage control in transmission line for high voltage transmission lines. Initially, before we discussing method of voltage control, we should discuss what is the importance of voltage control in power system. Mainly, if we are going for voltage control, that means we are going to control the reactive power, and if we are going for frequency control, that means we are going on real power control. Here we are focusing on reactive power control, or what are the method of voltage control. Power system is the interconnection of more than one control area through tie lines for maintaining the frequency and relative power angle for both dynamic and static conditions. The generator in a control area vary there according to speed. In an interconnected power system, if the load occurs in a control area, then there will be frequency deviation as well as tie line power deviation. If there is a sudden change in load, the generation of demand. Power system is a electrical component which is normally used as a transfer, supply, utilize electrical power. Power system mainly divided into three parts: generation system, transmission system and distribution system. Here we are focusing on transmission system. So any change in voltage is very important to control the reactive power. Normally methods which are using to control the voltage, first one is synchronous phase modifier or synchronous compensator. A synchronous compensator, also known as synchronous phase modifier, it takes just enough real power to supply its losses. They are usually of silent pole design with rating up to 60 MVA 11 kV and connected to high voltage system through transformer. The excitation of the machine is varied to provide the necessary amount of compensation. The advantage of the synchronous compensator is its flexibility for usage for all load conditions, because it supplies watts when overexcited during peak load condition and it consumes watts when underexcited during light load condition. Hence, by controlling the field of excitation of synchronous machine, it can be mode to either generate or absorb reactive power. There is a smooth variatic or reactive watts by synchronous compensator compared with step-by-step variation by the static capacitor. Synchronous compensator as compared to static compensator equipment having some advantages. Number one, a synchronous compensator can supply lagging watts equal to its rating to the system and can usually absorb lagging watts up to 50% of its rating. It's very important advantage. Another advantage is the control of synchronous compensator is continuous and fast. Third advantage, a synchronous compensator can be overloaded for starting period, but a static capacitor cannot be overloaded. So we are going on synchronous compensator for the voltage control. The inertia of synchronous compensator improves system stability and reduce the effect of sudden change in load. And what are the disadvantages? A failure of one unit of static capacitor bank affects that unit only, and remaining units continue to operate. However, the failure of a synchronous compensator means loss of complete unit. It's the biggest disadvantage. During power swing, a synchronous condenser can supply a large amount of reactive power generated twice. Unlike other forms of shunt compensator, it has an internal voltage source and it is better able to operate with low voltage conditions. And what are the applications? The synchronous condenser are currently used of the following main application: control of large voltage disturbance, dynamical reactive power support of HVDC terminal. Let us discuss control of large voltage disturbance, sudden terminal voltage change. A synchronous condenser operation switches sequentially to subtransient and transient mode, absorbing significant amount of reactive power. Of example, under servo overloaded condition, Classically, a synchronous condenser absorbs a substantial amount of reactive power even when field current remains unchanged, as the thermal time constant of can be safely overloaded for a short time field control as well. Second application is dynamic reactive power support of HVDC terminal. Synchronous condensers are connected at the inverter end of the HVDC line, which is crystal clear in this diagram, to provide the control part of the reactive power requirement of the inverter station and also to help regulate the inverter AC voltage by increasing the short circuit capacity of AC system. A synchronous condenser can be modeled as control voltage source behind a reactance, which is clear in figure. Thank you very much.